Hello YouTubers and fellow Square Enix fans, my name is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and today we're doing a brand new Let's Unbox. Today I got one of my favorite packages up to date from Japan, and I can tell you guys, this box is massive. It's the biggest one I've had by far, and it's also the heaviest one I've got by far. It's about 30 kilos, and I'm gonna unbox it today with you guys. So as always, I'm gonna put it on the table first and then a little zoom out so you guys have an idea of how big this box truly is. And it's heavy. Okay, there we go. Good luck, guys. So yeah, I need to zoom out here a little bit. I'm fully zoomed out. I need to put my camera back. So yes, trust me, this is a normal sized dining table. But this thing is massive. And there's, I don't know, probably 40 packages in there or something. So yeah, I'm gonna have to open it. But I'm gonna have to open it off screen, guys, because this is as max that my camera will go. I can maybe put it up a little bit. There you go, you can see the top, but that's about it. So I'm gonna get my trusted knife, unfortunately, still using the same wooden knife, but I'm gonna open it up. Probably put it to the side later on. So there is some damage on the box, but I trust my seller to always pack this tightly and neatly. So yeah, shouldn't have any problem with that. Open it carefully. This is a sharp knife. Roll it there. There's something here. I think there's some metal. There we go. Well, it's packed to the brim. Not sure if you guys can see it. See if I can focus it. Well, you can already see it. Right there. Bubble wrap all around it. So let me grab this box off the table and then I'll just unpack them one by one. Because yeah, this size box, it's not fun anymore, man. I need to put my tripod up higher. Hi guys. There we go. So we're gonna do it like the last video. Gonna focus mainly on my plate here on the table, and then unbox as we go. And I'll show you in front of the camera, and then put them a bit in the back. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So we start off with the usual, which is tons and tons of bubble wrap. And I literally mean tons and tons of bubble wrap. Which is why I can always trust this seller. So bubble wrap aside. Who can guess what it is? It's hard to see from this angle actually. Maybe this will give you a clue. Black, white, and red, and yellow. So, I'm gonna put it here. And then we'll open it up. There you go. So, just gonna put my camera a little bit closer. Sorry guys, I'll probably do a little bit of editing here. Wrong one. There we go. Let's open it up. So that's one sheet of bubble wrap. That's 2 sheets of bubble wrap. You can already see now actually what it is. The Final Fantasy fans should know. There we go. And it's still in plastic, so I'm gonna leave it in the plastic. But you guys should be able to see what it is. I think it's very cool. It's a giant Moogle. It's hard to capture in one image. Maybe I'll put it like this. So we got a Christmas Moogle. He's got his little Christmas hat here. He's wearing his red garb. He's got his wings in the back. That's what the black part was. It's actually a hard plastic. I was surprised because normally these are plush as well. And he's got his pom-pom. So my very first item from the box. Quite a big item as well. It's a Christmas Moogle. So we're gonna put this in the back. And we'll start off with the next item. Some of these items are small, some of them are big. Not all of them are related to Final Fantasy. Most of them are. Start off with this second item. Yeah, I can tell what it is. I had to check. It's another pretty big item. So I'm gonna open it up. And well, if it's not in a bag, I will take it out and show you guys. If it's in a bag, I'd like to keep it in there to keep it clean until my showroom, which is the other project, when it's done. Then I can truly reveal them and review them as well. 5 layers of bubble wrap. Problem with these packages sometimes is that it's hard to see where the opening is. There it is. You know what, guys? Wouldn't be much of an unboxing if I keep all of them in the plastic. So I am taking this one out of the plastic. This is for the new members of Final Fantasy Fan. Well, not for the new members, this is for the new players of Final Fantasy VII. They should recognize this. This is also a Moogle, but it's actually different than your other Moogle, because this is the one from Final Fantasy VII Remake. And this one looks completely different. It's more fluffy. It has a pom-pom, quite a long string attached to it. It's got his little wings. In this case they are fabric. And he's got his little headband. Looks like a bit like a dozy here, but that's actually how he was in Final Fantasy VII. He doesn't look like your usual Moogle. I think they changed quite a bit about him. Well, I say that, but what does a Moogle look like? Not like I've seen one in real life. So yeah, we got another Moogle. I will put this one back in the bag. Just wanted to show you guys. While I say that, I'm not sure if I can put him back in the bag. Oh yeah, I can. Because like I said, I want to keep them clean so I'll have a proper place for them to be put. Alright. Next up, no idea. It's a piece of paper. Next up we have this one. And it's just a piece of cardboard really. Or a paper bag if you will. But inside it is something really cool. Something I'm still a fan of. And something I'm also still a fan of. But Well, maybe not, guys. Apparently it's just empty. I don't know what this says. Gonna have to Google this. There's a letter inside, but I don't know what it means. So I'm gonna put this under here. That's fan mail, I guess. Next package. I'll put it on here first. Can't really tell what it is. It is Square. I mean, I bought so much, I don't even remember what all the stuff I bought. Ah, it's multiple packages. All right. We got one. We got two. I see what it is. I got three. I got four. Move this aside. And then let's start with the first one. It's hard to tell from the outside. I think this is, if this is the item that I think it is, then I purely bought this just from the looks alone. I mean, this is probably a CD. I think I'm right. Okay, no, this is a different one, because it was pretty thickly wrapped. I thought this was another one, but it is a CD. And then, yeah, just gonna tear this plastic open. Like I said, I will show you guys whatever I got from my collection. So there's not much revealing if it's in the plastic. This is very neatly wrapped, I have to admit. This is... Let me get it right, sorry. There's a bit of a glare here. There we go. Ricky. So this is actually from Final Fantasy X. And I do remember that if you bought the special edition, like the Day 1 edition from Final Fantasy X in Europe, then it came with a bonus disc, and that had this song on it as well. So this is a song from Final Fantasy X. And gotta say, this CD looks pretty good, man. Comes with a... forgot the name of that. It's an insert for in here. Spine card, there we go. It's a spine card from Squaresoft. Ricky from Final Fantasy X. It's a CD, and I've been collecting a lot of Final Fantasy CDs, but I hardly still have all of them. There's so many out there, it's unbelievable. Second one. Gonna change my camera settings here for a bit, guys. See if I can get this right. There we go. Then we'll open this up. Now once it's opened, I'll jump back in front of my camera for a sec. All of these CDs are super neatly wrapped. And here, well, this one is even still sealed. I'm not sure if it's a fabric seal, it looks like one. Maybe some of you recognize her. A little bit of focus here. It's Angela Aki. There we go. It's her album, Home. And I'm a huge fan of her, actually. I love her music. She did play some music from Final Fantasy. And, yeah, I love a lot of these songs. It's probably too small to focus on. Oh, there we go. Kiss me goodbye, love is over now, something. Music, this love, something, 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 rain, something, 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 home, your love song. I do have to mention you guys, actually last week, so around the 2nd of August, I subscribed myself for a Japanese course. So I'm gonna do something that I haven't been doing for the last 15 years. I always wanted to learn Japanese, but I got sidetracked and then never came from it. But now I found an online website and I decided to go for it again. So I haven't had my first lesson yet. That's why I don't know any Japanese yet, or very little. And yeah, looking forward to using it in the future, because it will open up some doors, especially in Japan, once I learn their own language. Anyway, on to the next item. You guys know it already, probably. If you're a fan of Japanese music, you should know who this is. Heck, even if you don't know who, even if you don't listen to Japanese music, you might know this song. This is the one. It's from Utada Hikaru. And she's actually the one who sang a theme song from, you can see a little bit of the glance here of the camera and me. Hi guys. She actually sang a song for Kingdom Hearts. And it's Simple and Clean, that's the name of the song. I do not believe that that song is on here. On All Merry Christmas. I'm trying to focus here. Mr. Lawrence, for your information. Up on Cinnamon, taking my money back. This one, crying like a child. Dirty Desire, pop in. So no, come back to me. There's a lot of songs, but it does not have the most famous song from her, Utada Hikaru. But yeah, love her music as well, so glad with this. This one is the one I'm going to listen. People are like, are you still listening to CDs? Yes, I do still listen to CDs. I have a CD player. And I actually prefer this above MP3 because the quality is usually a lot better. So we got Angela Aki over there, and then Utada Hikaru. So let's put them together. And then we actually have a third one. I've already put it away. It's Ricky from Final Fantasy X. We have a small little box. I thought this one was a little bit bigger than now that I see it in real life, because I already know what it is. But yeah, I bought it so cheap, it's okay. I'm just gonna open this on the side. There we go. I think this is pretty cool. There we go. That is the front. So we got a clock from Final Fantasy VII. No, excuse me. Final Fantasy All-Stars. Like that did not say Final Fantasy VII. So we got a little chocobo here. Got a fat chocobo there. And we got a Moogle. And yeah, it's a table clock. Final Fantasy All-Stars, there it says clock. It's Final Fantasy Theorem. It's complete in box. Not gonna open the box yet. This will be it for as much as you can see. Same for me, I haven't opened it yet. But like I said, I will put them in their own recording, so you have something to look forward to. Final Fantasy All-Star clock. So those are the three items that were in the bundle I just opened, or just picked out of the box. So I'm gonna put them aside for now, and then we'll grab the next one. So a clock. Angela Aki, and Utada Hikaru. There we go. Then the next one. They're getting bigger, man. I have to check, because there's also some items in there which are for personal use and private use, rather. That sounded wrong. It's nothing weird, but I'm not sure if I can show it on YouTube, on my channel, because I might have to alter the age restriction on it. That still didn't sound right. Well, if I do pack it out, I'll blur it, guys. So yeah, this one is actually quite heavy. There's multiple packages in there. So let me open this one up. Here we go. That's the one. Right, so multiple packages. So we have one, which is pretty cool. I already know what that is. Ooh. The box has seen better days. And this one is actually the one which is all the weight. I don't know why. Why is it so heavy? Ah, that's why. We got a guide. This one's pretty cool because I'll show you guys in a bit. It's a special edition. We got another guide, that's why they were so heavy. So we got 2 guides. We've got a comic from Final Fantasy XI. Anthology comic, so it says there. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys what's inside there now. First, let me actually also get this one out of the wrap. This is one of the first items I bought. It's pretty cool. There's a little story behind this. It's a Final Fantasy X-2 picture clock. It's very dark. I probably should be turning on the light soon. You know what? Let me see if I can create some light here. Right, I'll just have to edit that out. So we do have Final Fantasy XI Anthology comic. And no, I cannot read Japanese. I do thought it was pretty cool. The art style. A little cat here, taking a nap. And yeah, love the drawing, man. What, I have to be careful though, because it's never my intention, but whenever I get comics like this, I'm not sure if they're comics for every age, if you know what I mean. That was also something I was referring to, so when I buy these and I do find something that is not quite appropriate for children, let me put it like that, then it is by accident, and I do have to blur them. But this does not seem to be the case. So that's a comic. And once I learn Japanese, I'll probably read them, because for now, they're just a pretty object. Got one comic here. Then this one I can't show you guys, because it's in plastic. But basically, JK voice. I do believe that this is a Final Fantasy VII guide. No, excuse me, it's a Final Fantasy Tactic guide now that I look at the picture. So, it's in very good condition. I have a lot of guides, but I have most of the English guides. I don't have a Japanese guide yet. So these are all new to me. It says there, if I can zoom it in. There's a plastic seal around it, that's why it's so hard to focus. It says there, Final Fantasy Tactics, but it's actually very small. There we go, now you can read it a little bit. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII guide. Tactics guide, sorry guys. Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy Tactics guide. Come on guys, that's the second time I say it wrong. Next one, we have a pretty cool item. I mean, all of these are cool, but... This is the official complete guide. Maybe you can tell from the picture here. This is actually a Final Fantasy I Wonder Swan guide. Wonder Swan color, I believe. Final Fantasy official complete guide. So again, this is sealed, so I'm gonna keep it that way until I open them completely. Wonder who the... Can I focus? There. Wonder Swan Color. Official complete guide. I do own the Wonder Swan Color console. That's with this character on top as well. I do have two editions. I have Wonder Swan Final Fantasy 1 and Wonder Swan Color Final Fantasy 2. And they are both slightly different. But yeah, happy with this one. And then maybe I can show you guys now, again, with a bit more light. It's a Final Fantasy X-2 picture clock. Now the reason I bought this one is because I have a very good story about it. Is that when I started collecting Final Fantasy, that was when I really started collecting Final Fantasy, I should say. It was around the age of Final Fantasy X-2. And then I was browsing on the internet, always looking for cool stuff. Back then the internet wasn't so hyped either. You hardly had any websites or, you know, mostly forums, but they were very amateuristic compared to now. And then there was a website, I know it was a Belgian website, and they sold these things, and I wanted to have one. But one, the price was pretty pricey for me back then. And it was in Belgium, so I'm like, okay, how am I going to get that here, you know? I was, what, 13, 14, something like that? I didn't know anything about it, so eventually, even though I really wanted it, I did give up on it. Because I didn't know how to go and ship it, they wouldn't accept, I didn't have internet banking back then. They weren't. I was like, okay, do I have to visit this place just to get it? That's why I always wanted to go to Belgium just to get this clock. But then eventually I gave up on it. And now I saw this clock and it like brought back memories. I mean, this is Pain. You got Riku and you got Yuna. I'm not sure which one I want. I think I wanted Riku back then. But now I got the Pain one. I might look for the rest of the ones if I can get them at a good price. And yeah, I got this for a good price, so now it's part of my collection. So I'm happy with that. So we got 3 guides, and we got Riku. No, Pain Clock. Pain Clock. So I'm just gonna, we have 2 clocks now. So we have one from Theorhythm, Final Fantasy, and we have one from X-2. So, putting that aside, let's throw in the next item. It's a bit hard to see what it is. It's a pretty long package, so I'm just going to cut it open. There's still some very, very, very big boxes in there, but I'm saving those for last because I do know what's inside those. And I have one box here, but I actually have another box inbound already, same size. Ah, now I know what they are. Okay, these were not what I thought they were. Guess what, guys? We got more clocks. I'm gonna open this one. This one's completely sealed as well, so you can focus a little bit on it. No focus. There we go. Pocket Watch, Volume 2. I had to check there for a second, but it's Firion. It's a bit hard to see. It's also from Dissidia NT, the newest Dissidia. There we go. Dissidia Opera Omnia. That's the piece. That's the phone game actually. So we got ourselves a little pocket watch, completely in steel. Pretty cool. This is Firion. So yeah, happy with that. Then we have another one. Let me open that one. So this is from Opera Omnia. And here we have Lightning. Also, Pocket Watch Volume 1 from Dissidia Opera Omnia. I thought it was NT because it has the same purple coloring. It's actually from Opera Omnia. This one is still in the seal as well. Even though it's a different seal, you can still see the tape is still intact. So yeah, we got Firion, And we got lightning. And then there's a third one. I'm not sure how many of these there are. These were the only ones I was able to find. Let me put it like that. These are all pocket watches. Now, I don't necessarily use pocket watches, but I think they're cool to have in a collection anyway. And then we have another pocket watch. Volume 1 with Zidane. The plastic is actually reflecting back on my camera, so it's a little bit hard to record. But again, Opera Omnia, Dissidia. This time it's with Zidane. There you go, you can see it a little bit better like that. And then we got Pocket Watch Volume 1. We got a bit of noise from the outside, so I hope my camera doesn't pick that up. Okay, so we got 3 pocket watches. That was not what I expected it to be. Now we got 5 watches.